What have you learnt from the weekend, Harris? I guess you've had time to go
Yeah.
over the...
Yeah, we reviewed it yesterday at the hotel in Perth. Obviously very frustrating to, I guess have control of the game for so long and then to lose it at the end of the game. But we put a bit of an emphasis on the fact that we thought, like that last stoppage, obviously they got away from us, but there was a lot of stuff before that probably would have contributed to the result. And our inability to take our chances early in the first half really hurt us. I think we might have had the first 3 shots on goal in the last where we weren't able to capitalise. And I know certainly from experience that like when you're down by maybe 10 to 15 points and then the opposite team gets a couple of goals early in the last, it's pretty deflating. So we didn't really capitalise on our chances, which hurt us. And then obviously it was a bit of a barrage in that last probably 10 to 15 minutes where they were able to get on top, and we just couldn't really get the footy in our hands. And so it was pretty frustrating, but it's a good learning experience. We were on the other end of it last week against Adelaide, but we'll be better for it.
It's a whole game, but have you had a chance to really analyse the last minute of play and what could have been done better to stop that play going forward? Yeah,
we've had a look at the stoppage. We've probably found that our balance around the stoppage wasn't great, and they were able to get Luke Ryan out on the far side of the ground. We were probably in a position, because it was in our back half, we weren't really sure whether we were going to try and win the game or hold on. And then, obviously they were able to win the ball at the stoppage and get it going their way. And it happens pretty quickly. Next thing you know, Michael Walder's got a mark on the far side of the ground, and he's kicking after the siren for the win. So it's pretty frustrating, but I guess our ability to review it and learn from it, so next time we're in the same situation, it's going to be really important.
The way you lost the game, mate, does it just stoke the fire to get out there and go again?
Certainly does, yeah. There was definitely boys, I guess, on Sunday night after the game that just couldn't wait to get out against Hawthorn. As I said, it's frustrating, but as a group, it's a long season, and our ability to learn from it's going to be really important. And the boys are stoked to get out there next weekend against Hawthorn.
Last year you lost a lot of those tight games, but you were always sort of trailing and coming from behind, whereas this time you had a lead. Like, how different was that experience trying to cling to a lead in the last 5 minutes?
Yeah, it's something new. I guess we probably felt like we played a little bit safe going into that last 15 minutes. Obviously, as I said, we couldn't get the ball in our hand, but we felt like we probably didn't move the ball as well as we could have. And it's different to what we've had to face, I guess, previously. And we'll learn from it.
So Hawks this week, beat them twice last year. I imagine Alistair Clarkson's got a lot of pride, and he'll probably have been thinking about how to beat you guys for a while. What are you expecting from them?
Yeah, they've been playing some really good footy lately. Obviously, they beat GWS at the MCG a couple of weeks ago, and then Port Adelaide on the weekend. They're a very exciting team to watch. Very obviously great in their defence, and obviously very calculated in their attack. And I guess last year's form doesn't matter at all. We were able to beat Freo last year over there, but obviously they got us on the weekend. So we're just really excited to get out there and sort of play our way in front of the Gabba again, and looking forward to it.
Gunston kicked a bag last week. Have you already had the tap on the shoulder, and how you're going to him this week?
No, we haven't. We haven't quite reviewed it yet. We haven't previewed for this weekend coming up. I think we'll do that after training today, but we'll see how we go. Usually Dizzy Gardner might play on him, but he's been in such good form. We'll see how we go.
What have you taken out of the last couple of weeks, mate? You've hit a pretty rich vein of form and did a good job shutting Jesse down over the weekend. Can you take any positives out of the past couple of weeks?
I guess for myself, obviously this is my 3rd game back from a hamstring injury, so it's been really exciting to get back playing again. I sort of feel like when you miss a couple of weeks with injury, you really gain that appreciation for playing footy again. And I've been lucky enough to put myself in some good spots to try and win the ball back, and my teammates have done such a good job around me to communicate and I guess put me in those spots. So I feel like as a backline we've really started to gel together, and we've played a lot of footy together over the last couple of years, and I guess that's coming to fruition.
You said in the pre-season that one of your goals was to be a bit more of an intercept marker, and that's what you've done the last couple of weeks. Was that something that's just come as the season's progressed, or you sort of had to remind yourself of that once you had the hammy problem?
Yeah, no, I think it's just a little bit of building my game. I was probably a little bit slow to start the year, and certainly the last couple of weeks, as you said, I've been able to win the ball back a little bit. But it's just the opportunities. I mean, Walks has had so many games where he's done so well, and I think only a couple of weeks ago he was AFL 3 or something like that for intercept marks. So, he's done a really good job the last couple of weeks locking down his man, and I've been able to assist, and vice versa, I guess, earlier on in the year. So, as a back six, I feel like we work pretty well together, and yeah, it's good to be out there with them.
I know your coach has sort of been at pains to not talk about the ladder or anything like that, but do you know the significance of this weekend's game? We're only halfway through the season, but you know, you're basically around the same spot on the ladder, and I guess the implications of a win on Saturday.
Yeah, he probably doesn't really touch on it that much, to be honest with you. Obviously, we're process-driven, not result-driven. We felt like on the weekend we probably trying to play for the result a little bit too much, and look how that ended up. So, yeah, it's really important that we just focus on the process and improving every day, and then, yeah, the rest will look after itself.
Having the wins behind you, mate, you know, already on the board, how does that change your mindset heading into a clash like this? Does it give you more confidence, or does it make you, you know, think, you know, we can go out there and just give it to these blokes?
It's obviously nice to, you know, go out every week knowing that we're going to be competitive, and certainly if we play our way, that, you know, we're potentially a chance to win the game. So, yeah, I guess if we just focus on what we need to do week in, week out, bring the pressure in our forward half, and you know, take our opportunities, yeah, we give ourselves a really good chance each week, and I think that's really exciting where the club's at.
Just touching on the ladder again, is it hard though as a player not to look and see where things are at? I mean, the difference between third and sixth, the result, 1 point, coat of paint really, on the weekend.
No, I mean, obviously you do keep your eye on it, where you're going, like where we're at and that sort of thing, but yeah, Fags does such a good job at reminding us that, you know, we've come off a 5-win season last year, and we're obviously on a long journey to try and get to the top of the AFL ladder. So, yeah, if we focus on the results, like, it's just not going to go that well, and we've just got to worry about the process.
And we have some exciting news about our members. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, 27,000 for the first time since 2005, I'm going to say, I reckon. So that's pretty exciting. Obviously, it's great to see that the fans, obviously in Brizzy and down in Melbourne as well, and in Perth, it felt like on the weekend, like it's pretty quiet and hostile over there, but there was certainly a fair contingent behind the goals in the Lions colours. But yeah, it's really good to see that the fans are getting behind us and feel like we're playing a pretty exciting brand of footy, which is bringing fans through the gates. So yeah, hopefully they can get in there in numbers on the weekend.